and you want to see it continued in Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, you can let me know in the comments section down below. Or, if you don't let me know, I'm not going to play it, because, quite frankly, it's not one of my favourites in the series. Actually, I think it's the game that killed Banjo-Kazooie in the first place. Oh dear god, how long has it been since I've touched the Banjo-Kazooie series on this channel? Aside from the review of the first game, this is actually the first time I've touched the game in probably a year or so. And you know what? I have no regrets in doing so. It has been a long time since I've done a full playthrough of a game that actually had story to it. And you know what? It's about time we revisited this series. As much as I grew to not like this particular game because of everything they did to the Banjo series, this is still a Banjo game. Sort of. We are going to hop into Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts today, for the first time on this channel, and we are going to try to enjoy ourselves. Do I hate this game with a blind passion? I don't fully like it, but only for certain reasons. The gameplay itself, I have to admit, is actually pretty good. Okay, so we're going to go hop into the single player mode, and we're going to start a new game and delete whatever was on the old one, because I think I didn't get very far in the old one either. Struggling to build decent vehicles? Yeah, okay. Oh! Cutscene time.
Once upon a time, there lived a heroic bear called Banjo, a rather loud bird called Kazooie, and an unpleasant witch called Gruntilda. When Banjo's sister was kidnapped, the bear and bird rescued her from the depths of the witch's lair, overcoming many perils and speech impediments to send Gruntilda tumbling to her doom. But she was nothing if not persistent, and surprising nobody, the old hag soon rose from her grave for round two. Our brave heroes once again stood in her way, and this second showdown ended just as badly for Gruntilda, who really should have quit while she was ahead. Many years have passed, and peace reigns in Spiral Mountain. So what became of the bear, the bird, and the witch?
Ah, this is the life. Pizza, sunshine, and not a care in the world. I don't know if I'll be reading all the text bubbles. Oh, it's Jam Jars. Spiral Mountain FM. Well, yeah. A couple of pounds, Banjo. It's not like we have to fight that old hag anymore. Well, to be fair, you don't know that for sure. Oh, here we go. To be fair, for a head, 8 years to bounce back from Cauldron Keep to Spiral Mountain is probably an accomplishment. Okay, now for the most sad part of the game. What has happened to Banjo is it's upsetting. Okay. As you can see here, there's even a thing for Bottles back when he was killed in Banjo-Tooie. Oh god. Alright, so we're just gonna follow the little icon up ahead of the bouncing Gruntilda witch. Let me get this. Bite your butt, huh? Not really much of a threat, these two. And now we get introduced to the weirdest character in the series yet. Second rate. Excuse me, this is my childhood you're destroying. Lord of Games. Or Log for short. They're taking a jab at their own game, ghoulies. Your name is odd, you look a bit queer. Cliched crone. That's actually pretty good. So they're going to be thrown into a competition where the winner gets Spiral Mountain and the loser has to work in the factory. And this is what happens if they don't comply with it. That's from Viva Pinata. That has to be from Viva Pinata. I think I would like to take part in a game, thank you. You know, a 3D platforming game would be better. Collect as many pointless objects as possible. Oh, they're taking jabs at their own old game style. Now, a little tip. If you want to collect more than Grunty, just run backwards. At least they got a lot of the old sounds, right? No, it's too painful to watch. Gamers today don't want all this. They just want to shoot things. But as we're broadening the demographic, I'll have to think of something original. What exactly is original? Very well then, failures, listen carefully. Failures, we've been in several games already. But nowhere near as many as that Italian gentleman. That's very true, although I'm pretty sure Mario's been in like 50 goddamn games. So we're going to go into a new game world, more impressive. And Banjo has to point out that they're not in the shape. Neither of them. Banjo-Kazooie or Grunty. Well, at least Banjo-Kazooie are now. And now Grunty will be, with a new body. Any other requests? The moves, yes. Won't be needing those. Quite a what? And now this. This is honestly quite sad to watch. And you know what? It doesn't get any better. If you wanted the original Banjo experience, you're in the wrong game. Rareware decided to try to change the entire gameplay up. Oh, let's go. Well, that's depressing. And that's just weird. That looked rather painful. Let's begin, shall we? This charming locale is known as Showdown Town. Perched up there is my splendid video game factory. While exploring the town, look for these doors which lead into game worlds of my own creation. There you'll find jigsaw pieces. Jiggies that the best you can come up with? We've run around chasing Jiggies before. Silence Brigger will deposit the jigsaw pieces into the Jiggy bank and more doors will be opened. Win and bank enough Jiggies to open the final door, return the Spiral Mountain, and potentially win the game. Well, I think your town looks very nice though. Okay, stop kissing butt. And what happened to Grunty? There she is. Grunty's role in my wonderful game is quite simple. She must try to prevent you two from getting back to Spiral Mountain. But Harry, play your daft game. Okay. So Bearbrain gets a new wrench. What do you have for this lovely wench? And she gets a cat that she promptly keeps. Nice job. Good job. Oh my, Piddles isn't going to like that. And that's where I don't like some cats. Some of them are just vicious little shits. Alright, now then, hold the right trigger, pick up objects, release them, blah blah blah. Okay, let's start. Let's build our vehicle back up. At least there's a decent hit mechanic. And straight up insulting Kazooie is one of my favorites. And we basically just get basic vehicle parts and motor and all the usual stuff. There are crates everywhere, hopefully we can get them all relatively fast. And now we've got another part of this lengthy intro tutorial. Alright, at least this is an homage to the original Mumbo's skull. Alright, so storage, tray. I think I might skip this part. That was quick and painful, but we now have our little trolley back and we're ready to get stuck into this game. Please be quiet. Alright, so you can go up to upside down vehicles and there's supposed to be a button prompt. That works. Okay. Let's get started, and we've also got some stuff from the stop and swap we collected in the first game. Now, I'm not sure what this does. As I mentioned back in Banjo-Kazooie, this stuff being used in stop and swap for nuts and bolts is a pretty nifty idea, considering that the games are now all interconnected thanks to online stuff and whatnot. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around and collect as many crates as I possibly can. Yep. Stick them in this trolley and far out. Take them back to Mumbo to take care of, as well as collect the notes you see around, because that is another returning collectathon thing. The notes are back, which I have no drama with. I love the notes. The notes were always good to collect, especially in the first game when they added a sort of challenge. This time, and now we have a warp point, something that's carried on from Banjo-Tooie and the cauldrons from Banjo-Kazooie. So yes, there's a lot of returning features, but they've all been integrated into this new kind of system, which is the come on. Okay, I tried. Which is this car building world type thing. And you know what? As much as I try to hate on it, which I probably will do a lot more than expected, it's actually pretty well made. Yes, I know. I'm pretty much saying something that I really don't want to about this game. But let's be perfectly honest. When it comes to trying to do something new, Rareware were pretty good at making new things happen. Alright, let's see if I can get up here with no drama. There's another crate up here, and I think this is... Yeah, this is number 6. Actually, I think I might just use the crate. How? No, 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 stop, stop. Oh, I'm stuck, okay. Alright, so a new thing as well is that Banjo can actually do a little bit of a tightrope kind of thing that I'm not too particularly fond of, but it does the job it needs to. Go on, no, 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 no. Okay, see, this is what I mean. It either goes a long time without making one side picked, or it... Oh, come on. Alright. Alright, so I don't understand what the point of that is. I've never understood why that's there. Okay, back up here to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I might sound like I'm really, really bored and over this type of game, but to be quite honest, this is rather well made. And I can't hate on it too much. I can try to, and believe me, I will definitely be trying this whole playthrough, but I can appreciate what they were doing. Like, I really do appreciate what Rareware were doing. And to be quite honest, if this wasn't labelled as a direct sequel, I'd probably like this game a lot more. The fact that it's labelled as a direct sequel is what makes me a little upset. Huh. Now, that just... What? I'm probably not the best at stacking the boxes, and I'm aware that there's probably a lot... Yeah, there we go. Alright, I just want to take the crates to Mumbo. Thank you. Open them up. Mumbo, much useful. Find Mumbo crates around town. And we brought you another 4 crates. Thank you, not... Alright, so we've got some decent stuff, but not a lot. We got eggs and, like... We got an egg gun. Like a sort of melee weapon for the car. And so on. Oh, I just realised there was a crate here. Oh, look. I just realised that's supposed to be the new version of Humble Wumbo. Nice. So a lot of things are different. A lot of things are very different. And some... Yep, I'm just gonna... Can you get out of the way, Mr. Cat? Let's see here. I'm just driving around now aimlessly because, I mean, why not? I don't really want to continue this game, and I have to fill in some time for the first video, except for the new worlds. Which we will get to, I promise, we will get to them. It's just been so long since I've done an actual gameplay, like, video of Banjo that I'm trying to... Oh, we got some more wheels and more fuel, okay. I won't worry about collecting all the crates and showing them on screen, but we are supposed to head up to the top of this mountain now. So we're going to go do that. Another thing as well is that you'll notice the notes are all clumped together. And there's a certain amount of bronze ones, silver ones, and gold ones. Now, I think it goes bronze are only worth 1, reasonable enough. Silver are worth 5, and gold are worth 10, which is why I'm already sitting at a nice 42. Because I've missed a couple, I've missed a note. I've missed 1 bronze note. It's somewhere and I don't know where it is. But as long as you collect enough notes, you can trade them in for new blueprints for cars. Yes, that's what the notes do in this game. They are not for anything but for blueprints. Alright, so here's Log. Let's find out what he's got to tell us. Very well, now listen, these are game globes. They become available when you bank enough jiggies, but as you don't have any jiggy yet, I'll grant you the first game globe for free. Sweet. So, I'm not going to bother listening to all the dialogue, it's pretty self-explanatory. If you lose a game globe, when you collect one, you can just simply come back and get it here, but once you put it in place, you can't get another one. So, you have to actually unlock the game globes by collecting jiggies throughout the world and their separate acts. So yes, that's another new thing. And I wish I could control that a lot better, but we're at the earlier stages of the game where that's hard to do. To collect game globes, you have to, like I said, you have to get jiggies from the worlds, and all the worlds have got 6 different acts, each act with a certain amount of different jiggies, or boss battles in them. And as you can see here for the first world, we now have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm making sure that I got 6 acts correctly. 5. Holy crap, that's a big jump. And 6. Oh my god, 47 jiggies. Wonderful, the first game world is now activated. Each game has several acts where jiggies can be won, and each door leads to a different act. You'll notice that each door requires a set number of jiggies to open. I like to think of it as a classic Banjo homage. The jiggy total required is shown above the door, so you'll need that number of jiggies in the jiggy bank to open it. As you can see, the Act 1 door to this game world is now open, so take a look inside, as this is where your first jiggy is located. So Act 1 of the new world is open, and the new world is simply called Nutty Acres. Not a bad world, it's sort of, I don't know. But we are not going to tackle the first world in this video because, well, the intro was quite lengthy and there was a lot to do and a lot to learn. So we're going to continue in the next video for Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. So, thank you all for watching. Let me know what you think of Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts compared to its predecessors. I've already stated several times what I think of it, but if I'm going to judge it as a separate game that's not completely an homage to Banjo-Kazooie, I have to admit this game's alright. I just really don't like they slapped the name Banjo-Kazooie on it and made it a direct sequel to Banjo-Tooie. I can go on and on and on, but I might save that for, let's say, a review video if I ever get around to doing another review video. Otherwise, this has been Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, leave a thumbs up and check out links down below to all my social medias and subscribe, like, and follow. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye.